Okay, well, I measured the squish in a few other spots, and it's coming out 25 thousandths. So uh, I'm I feel pretty good about that. And there's no the piston is no longer hitting the lobes of the crankshaft, so that's good. And so I'm gonna take this cylinder off, and I'm going to I'm going to take the piston out and probably start grinding on the windows of the piston, because I don't know exactly what numbers I want to use for porting the cylinder yet. I haven't figured that out yet, so we'll just do some work on the piston. And boy, I can tell you, I'm just really surprised that the squish was that low. I'm not sure it's worth machining the bottom of the cylinder for 5 thousandths. I know the Moto Seal is going to add a little bit, so it'll probably end up 26 or 28 thousandths, but we'll run with that and see how it does. And but right now we're gonna get this piston out of here and see what we want to do on that. Get stuff this in the cylinder, or in the bottom end, so it doesn't get anything in it. There we go. And I'm gonna pause you, grab a couple of tools, and we're gonna start looking at this piston, see what we can do about cleaning up some of the windows, make them a little bit bigger, and see if we can get a little bit of airflow through there. Okay, so I'm just gonna start working on the piston. I don't have the greatest tools for this, but I do have a Dremel and another grinder on a cable that makes it a little bit smaller so that it can get in to smaller places better. I wish I had a 90-degree one, but I don't, so that may limit working on the upper transfers of the cylinder, but I think that's okay. And but I'm just going to start working on these windows here, and we'll see where we get. So I won't bore you with everything that I'm gonna do, or all the grinding, because I'm gonna be, I'm gonna be slow, just because like I said, I've never done this before, so it's not gonna be a fast process. But you can see I'm gonna just open up those windows a little bit and maybe smooth out some of these, raised areas inside the piston, just to make it so that air flows better. So that's what I'm gonna do on the piston, and I'm also gonna chamfer this edge where I took some off the bottom of the skirt. I'll chamfer that edge so I don't have any sharp edges to catch anywhere. And then in the piston, or in the cylinder, I mean, I'm gonna this exit port for the exhaust seems to be really small, so I'm gonna open up this. Obviously still leave enough room for the exhaust gasket to seal with the muffler, but just open that up a little bit, and down here in the transfers, I'll probably open that up. I'll take a little bit off of that the divider, and just smooth over some of the edges, and maybe widen this a little bit, and just play around, see what I can do with it, and hopefully we'll get some better performance out of it than stock. And I hope you enjoy it. And this is fun. I'm learning. Never done this before, and so it'll definitely be a learning experience. And I'm sure that I'm sure I'll make mistakes, but I think it should work. I'm not going to try to go crazy with it and make it into a race saw or anything, but just make it a good runner for firewood and stuff like that. So thanks for watching. Okay, so I did what I think is a fair amount of grinding on the piston. I don't know if you can see in there or not, but I definitely made the holes larger and kind of got rid of some of the angles and things, and made it look like there'd be some better airflow. I also chamfered that bottom edge ever so slightly and got rid of any sharp edges that were there. And I think I'm done with the piston for now, and I'll now probably in the next video I'll start doing some grinding on the cylinder, and because I think what I'm going to try doing is maybe raising the exhaust to, I don't know, probably 103, 102, somewhere around there, and I'll see, my intake right now is at 73, so I think I might bump that up to around 75, and I think that's where I'm going to start. That'll give me 22 degrees of blowdown, and which I think is a fairly decent number. I mean, it was only, let's see, it was right around 20, so I think I'm just gonna give it just a give it just a little bit more. I'm going to leave the transfers at 124. And if I take it to 102, then that'll give me the 22 degrees of blowdown. And then I think I'll leave the squish where it is for now at 25 thousandths, and we'll put it together and we'll see how it runs. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I know I'm having a good time learning as I go for sure, but just trying new things, and hoping that this chainsaw build works out. Okay, so thank you very much, and hope you enjoy it.